Hello everybody, this is Bulldog1205 and I am going to show you what I believe is the first Nightsister team to solo a phase of the tank raid. So first I'm going to show you which characters I use. First character you absolutely have to have is Ventress, and you do need a Zeta on her rampage. You can see here what that does. It's going to give her 35% turn meter as well as 15% offense every time an enemy or ally is defeated, which you will see is going to happen quite a bit. You're also going to need Mother Talzin for her leadership ability. You will need a Zeta on that leadership. You can see right here what's going to happen is every single time a Nightsister ally uses a basic, they're going to call a Nightsister to assist, and then they are going to be defeated. So what this is going to do is create a loop where a Nightsister ally is consistently dying, giving Ventress turn meter and offense up that will stack until she's doing massive damage at the end of the raid. We're then going to need Nightsister Initiate, which is going to grant buffs to the other Nightsisters. This is going to prevent the tank airstrike from wiping everybody out. And then you're going to need a couple other Nightsisters. It doesn't really matter which ones. I've got Daka and Talia here. So we will get started here, and we'll show you the mechanics behind this. So first thing we're going to do is actually just kind of delay a little bit. So we want to get two Nightsisters to die, and those two Nightsisters cannot be Ventress, and it cannot be Initiate. So as you can see here, I've got Talia pretty weak because I actually want her to die. And then the other Nightsister I would prefer to die is Talzin. That's because I would like to keep Daka alive because she gains 50% turn meter every time one of the allies dies. That will mean that she will go quite often. And the more turns any character takes, the stronger Ventress is going to get. So that's kind of the idea here. Unfortunately, what's going to happen here shortly, once this top turret goes off, is it's actually going to take out Daka, but that is okay. Ventress is going to be so strong at the end of this that it really doesn't matter who we have alive. At the end, you'll see she does over 300,000 damage per attack. So once things get rolling, this will go very quickly. So see here, what we're going to use is the special to take out the tank, because you always have to make sure you're not killing any of the turrets or any of the droids with a basic, because what that will do is that will actually revive the ally that has been defeated. And I say it's going to revive them, it will permanently revive them. And you want them to be dying each time. The more turns they take, the stronger Ventress gets. So it's just going to be a constant pattern here. So I'll just let this run a little bit. So the mods overall don't really matter too much. You want to make them as fast as possible. The more turns they take, the stronger Ventress gets. And with Nightsister Initiate, you've got to make sure her turn comes around often enough that you can buff, in this case, Talzin and Ventress before the airstrike comes. So I've kind of learned how to time that. It took me a couple of tries before I figured out exactly how I was going to time that. You have to be careful because Ventress takes so many turns that if you use that ability too soon, she'll actually go through her buffs and will get taken out by the airstrike. Although if that does happen to occur, which you'll see a little later in the video, it's not the end of the world, because whenever Ventress is called to assist, she can easily take out one of the side turrets or one of the B2s, and that will revive her. So it does cost you a few turns to stack offense, but overall it's not that big of a deal. It's pretty easy to recover. Once you get going with this, as long as you don't make a mistake and take out everybody with the airstrike, you can usually get the character to revive that you needed. So just kind of let this play a little bit. And you see overall this is going to take about 10 minutes, so it's a very quick solo. And I believe Ventress ends up doing about 330,000 damage per hit at the end of this, which is pretty cool, pretty fun to see. Obviously, this is not the first team that is able to solo phase 4 of the raid, so this is nothing new or nothing game changing. But in my opinion, this is a pretty fun way to do it. So we'll just let this go. I hope everybody enjoys the video, and we'll see what else we can come up with some of the other phases. I'm not sure if we'll be able to solo phase 2 or phase 3. I don't know if we'll have enough turns in phase 2, and the droid in phase 3 gains quite a bit of turn meter. Phase 1, I think we might be able to get that one, because we'll have to play around with that a little bit, maybe come up with some other videos for you. But for now, we'll just let this play. I'm going to jump back in here a little bit because you're going to see that I'm going to make a mistake here. So right here, I should have used a special. Tolson actually took out one of these B2 units with her basic, which revived Daka. So I really don't want Daka to be alive, but it's not the end of the world. I could see that this was going well enough that I could continue with her. The reason I don't want I want two Nightsisters dead is that when a Nightsister is revived to come assist on a basic attack, that can only happen every other turn. So if you only have one of them dead, you're not going to get as many revives because you have to wait a turn in between. You'll see that I start using some specials here when I know that that a Nightsister is not going to be revived, just to get a little more damage in. It doesn't really matter too much. If I had played this a little better, I probably could have gotten Ventress hitting even harder at the end of this. But I had more than enough damage at the end of this run to take out the tank with a couple turns to spare. So in the future, I might try and run these just a little bit better, see if I can get a few more turns in for Ventress, just to see exactly how much damage I can do at the end. See if I can really max that out. I said I did about 330 damage on Ventress's final hit. Could definitely push that even higher. There's no reason to other than to just see how high I can get it. It's become so easy to solo this phase of the raid that just seeing exactly how much damage I can do can kind of be a fun little goal to make this interesting again. So it looks like we're about 37%, so it looks like we've got kind of a little bit of ways to go. But Ventress is hitting so hard that this last third of the phase is going to go extremely fast. You can see here she's doing almost 2% per attack. So there's really not too much time left on this. And that right there is going to be the final time I have to take down the side turrets. It was at almost 15%. We're going to cover that all in one turn here. So you can see I'm going to actually start using Talisman Special here to call Ventress to assist to do even more damage. At this point I don't care about stacking damage because I've already got so much. So this will be the final shot here from Ventress. 330,000, and then just a little bit left to finish it off. So there you have it. If you guys have any questions about how I did things or why I did things, just leave it in the comments and I'll be sure to answer. And this is my first video, but if you want to go ahead and subscribe to my channel, you might see some more Nightsister videos in the future. Thank you very much.